Welcome back to Breakfast Television. It's 7:42. Winnipeg Doctor and two-time testicular cancer survivor Michael Stephensen is getting ready to take on one of the most demanding foot races on the planet. It's called the Canadian Death Race, and it's held August long weekend in Alberta, and he's hoping to raise funds and awareness for cancer research here at home. And Michael joins us now. Good morning.
Good morning, Courtney.
So for those that aren't familiar, tell us about the Canadian Death Race. It's the equivalent of 3 full marathons.
It's what we call an ultra marathon. It's 125 kilometers long. The time limit is 24 hours, and there's 17,000 feet of elevation changes during the race.
Wow, and there's actually a component where you're running through the night with just a headlight.
We'll run through the night for, I hope to finish in 22 hours, so I'll probably be running in the dark for about 8 hours.
This seems like a very, very intimidating task to take on. What made you want to sign up for this race?
Well, you know, as a runner, it's an interesting challenge and it's an interesting puzzle to try and solve. But as a cancer patient, when I was going through chemo, I felt like I had to get back to some event like a marathon or something bigger to feel like I was back to normal.
Wow, and you have a personal story. You're a two-time cancer survivor, but your wife also battled cancer.
Yeah, so my wife was 38, she had breast cancer and is doing well 14 years later.
Good to hear. So tell us what exactly your hopes are for this race. You're hoping to raise a lot of money.
Yes, we've been fundraising for Cancer Care Manitoba Foundation for probably the last 4 or 5 months, and we've raised about $21,000 so far.
Wow, that's fantastic. 21?
21,000.
21,000. Donations still being accepted. We have the links on breakfasttelevision.ca if you want to support Michael in this massive endeavor. But this actually isn't your first time attempting the race.
No, in 2011 I went and did 2 legs of the relay. There are 5 legs to the race, and so I did the first leg and then the last leg, and meant to go back last year and run the race solo, and was sick and wasn't able to go.
Oh, that's unfortunate. But you're back in action this year, and you're signing up to run solo, which is a massive undertaking. What exactly is it that you want men in particular to know about testicular cancer?
Well, this year in Canada, they estimate that there will be 960 new cases of testicular cancer, and probably expect 30 people to die this year in Canada from testicular cancer. So while the death rate isn't high, it's a disease that's easy to catch, and if we catch it early, it responds very well to treatment. So self-examination for men between the ages of 15 and 45, very important. Very
important. Well, how have you been getting ready for the race? Are you training lots?
I'm training lots, and I was fortunate early on that a professional trainer in Vancouver saw my story online. Kerr Ivanek is his name, and he offered to coach me and donated the coaching, and so he's been providing training plans for us, and it's been grueling, but he's brought us along nicely.
I can imagine. And the do not finish rate with the race itself is huge.
It's interesting. Probably a quarter of the people that sign up for the solo race don't start the race, they don't make it there because of injuries, and then another 3/4 perhaps don't finish the race.
Wow.
So 25 or 30% of the soloists will finish.
Well, 125 kilometers in 24 hours, equivalent of 3 full marathons Michael is about to take on to help raise funds and awareness to help out Cancer Care Manitoba here in the province. And once again, you can find the links to donate on breakfasttelevision.ca. Good luck. I'm not sure what to say to someone heading into the Canadian Death Race, but all the best, and keep us updated when you're back.
Thank you very much. I'll do that.
We're taking a quick break here on BT. Stay with us.